All right. On today's show, we're going to explore the big LinkedIn updates that we've got to be on top of as marketers, including people using LinkedIn continues to grow. Always a good sign if we're investing our time and money there. But wait, wait until you hear which parts. I think some people will be surprised. Maybe not you. We'll see. Also, one of my favorite LinkedIn features is going away unless you're going to pay a lot more money for it. It's kind of a bummer for a lot of us. And a new way to drive more views to your videos on LinkedIn as well. And if you are B2B, a pretty cool ads update when you're trying to reach multiple decision makers at a company. All right. Let's jump in. My name is Jerry Potter, host of the Social Media Marketing Talk Show, a production from Social Media Examiner. We break down all the latest social media news and what it means for marketers like you. So first off, LinkedIn did release their Q3 summary. They do a financial year. Microsoft, who owns LinkedIn, does this. And so this is more like Q1 for most of us, but their most recent quarter. And they announced that LinkedIn now has over 1 billion users and it's continuing to grow. Always a good sign. Not surprising for those of us that are spending time on LinkedIn because it does tend to get better and better and better. 7% revenue growth in Q3, their Q3 again. Time spent watching video content way up. This is no surprise because LinkedIn has been emphasizing video content. And unlike in some cases where a platform says, hey, we think you should focus on this, the consumer behavior is also following. Again, no surprise. People are looking for that content that they can't necessarily get from an AI bot and information and things like that. So LinkedIn video content rose 36% and comments increased 32% year over year. So people are spending more time and getting more engaged on the platform. So didn't see a whole lot more about why that's happening, but I do think video can sometimes bring a much stronger emotional response. And we know, of course, that emotion is what actually gets people to remember what you said, but also to, or at least remember how you made them feel, but also to take action and engage by commenting or visiting a link or consuming another piece of content or something along those lines. So on the B2B front, B2B ads delivered 2 consecutive quarters of accelerated revenue growth, which again, of course, is what LinkedIn is going for as the best place to market B2B. And for small and medium-sized businesses, LinkedIn Premium Pages subscriptions surged over 75% quarter over quarter. Again, this is definitely no surprise because they started pushing them and more and more. So not a big surprise there. All right, there are some features that are going away on LinkedIn, though, that we want to update you on. Speaking of things changing, it's time to stop trying to waste your valuable time trying to figure out AI completely on your own. You know you should be using AI, but how do you get started? How do you know which tools to use and which ones to avoid? In fact, just this week, ChatGPT had this big update where it integrates with all kinds of other tools like Gmail and all the Google business tools. And there are all these conversations happening around it inside the AI Business Society. And that's why we created the AI Business Society. When you join, you'll get instant access to easy to use resources, actionable training that you can start using right away to get the most out of AI, access to our comprehensive library connected with you can connect with other AI enhanced marketers and learn from experts who understand your struggles. So like I said, with stuff changing as fast as it is, it's a great time to jump in, figure out how to use AI for your business. Go to socialmediaexaminer.com/AI business. Again, socialmediaexaminer.com/AI business. All right. LinkedIn is taking away a well-loved feature, and that is the ability to have a website hyperlink on user profiles. So used to be that if on your LinkedIn profile, if you had creator mode turned on, you could add a link to your profile. Well, going forward, they're only going to allow website links for 3 groups of people on LinkedIn. One of them is premium business plan subscribers. One of them is Sales Navigator customers, and one of them is recruiter customers. So not really sure if they decided to pull this away because too much traffic was leaving LinkedIn. It's interesting because LinkedIn has always been, of all the major social networks, the one that's like, nah, share your links. We don't mind if people, we don't mind if you send people other places. That's totally, totally fine. We want you to use this for however works best for you. But maybe too many people were going away. But I would guess it's more likely they realized how valuable it was to certain people. And they said, nope, you're going to have to pay for something if you're going to want to have this feature. So kind of a bummer to see that going away. But That's all good. All right. One thing they are, of course, trying to do is drive more and more traffic to videos on LinkedIn. And of course, if they're your videos, that is hugely beneficial to you and your company as well. So they've now improved embeddable videos from LinkedIn. So now you can put them on your website, in blog posts. YouTube has long been an easy way to just quickly embed a video on your website. Of course, it comes with other things, like they might recommend videos off your website, but now you have three options when embedding a video post on your website: the full post, a version with less text where someone has to click more to read it, or the video all by itself, which looks really nice and clean. So if you want to drive more views on your LinkedIn videos, this is a great way to do it. Now, the feature does not support embedding multi-photo posts or reposts that include commentary. So this is just for straight up video posts. And again, if you shared somebody else's video and then added your commentary on top, you can't embed that version either. Okay. All right. LinkedIn has expanded post analytics. I really like this. Some new analytics options for your posts. One is tracking when posts drive profile views and new followers. So it's great to know that your post reached a bunch of people, but what are you trying to gain from that? Some of the other platforms have had this for a while, so it's good to see it coming to LinkedIn. So now you'll be able to access these new insights. So you can see, did this post have a lot of people check out your profile, which is always good, right? That's a step forward in the customer journey. Or did it have them decide to follow you? And if your goal is to just grow your audience so that you can be bringing new people into your world as much as possible, obviously that's a great metric to track. So that's available to everybody. And then if you are a premium subscriber, then you'll be able to track clicks to premium custom buttons like websites or newsletters. So for those of you that will have premium and still have access to those and not have it taken away. So to access these, all you have to do is click View Analytics on any recent post, and you'll find two new sections. One is called Profile Activity, and one is called Link Engagement. So you can watch for those. But I think those are two awesome metrics that we'll be able to track now, which will be fantastic. All right, B2B often means more than one decision maker, right? So if you are tracking your ad campaigns on LinkedIn and you're only tracking one touch point, it can be hard to figure out exactly, okay, what did happen, right? Did the CEO finally make the decision? Was it an executive assistant whose advice they trust? Was it the COO? Who was the person that kind of finally pulled the trigger on this? Well, they have a new report called the Revenue Attribution Report capability that now allows marketers to measure campaign effectiveness at the company level rather than individual touch points. So with this, you'll be able to identify highly engaged companies for retargeting, analyze which industries and company sizes convert most effectively, and then use these insights to refine targeting strategies and then accelerate sales cycles. So imagine being able to see how many people from a company engaged with your ad or with your content that you put out there. So again, that's the Revenue Attribution Report is where that's going to be. And LinkedIn is renaming their Wire program. It's now going to be called BrandLink. And if you haven't seen this before, this is a program that allows advertisers to align with editorial content from trusted publishers, which they've shown tends to perform better. Obviously, if your content is up against something that somebody already likes, like your video ad shows up against something somebody already likes, they come in a good mood, right? And therefore, they're more likely to also appreciate whatever you're putting in front of them in that moment. And now with this expansion, as it becomes BrandLink, some of the world's top creator voices, you can also align your ads with their editorial content. So you can look for that if you are running ads very, very soon. All right. Just a quick reminder, learn more about becoming an AI enhanced marketer. This is changing the game. Whether you have your own company or you're a marketer in somebody else's company, just go to socialmediaexaminer.com/AI business. Again, socialmediaexaminer.com/AI business. And if you want to add a podcast to your listening lineup, a couple for you to check out. One is the AI Explored podcast, along with the Social Media Marketing podcast. Those are the updates for LinkedIn. Until next time, may you be wise with your marketing decision. Thanks, everyone. Take care.